Hey y'all, my name is Samia Taylor, Capital Area Human Services Social Media Director, and welcome back to the area. So, June is Men's Health Month, so who else but the man himself?
Oh, that's why I say my name. Yeah. So my name is Ivan Tosin, Certified Peer Support Specialist here at Capital Area Human Services. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, my mic is a little low. We like technicians at the same time as, I don't know if it's a technician.
Whatever you wanted it to be.
Something technical.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Ivan Tosin, Certified Peer Support Specialist here at Capital Area Human Services. And yes, I am the guest of the day for Men's Health Month. So hopefully y'all are okay with that. I mean, I am a man, so I guess that kind of qualifies me.
They might just have to be okay. I mean, we're already sitting here.
Hey.
And I know we haven't been here together in a minute, so thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys keep coming back, okay? So, why is it important for us to talk about men's health?
Why is it important? Lord, y'all gonna have to bear with us. These mics, they just keep falling and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so for me, I would say, I believe for one, men are not, I don't want to use the word honored, because I do believe society and in homes, men are honored, but a lot of times it's like you're expected to just go carry this load, and it's like never that, okay, are you okay type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think we've created a culture that when it comes to women, so I'm a man that's raising a daughter, I have a wife, and typically as a man, it's an innate thing that you're always gonna say, okay, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? You're fine. Like, you create that space. And a lot of times, and it's not all the time, but it can become a culture where it's not reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like, well, you're a man. You're just supposed to like be this way.
Be
you know
okay.
What I'm saying?
You're just supposed to be okay.
Yeah,
you're a man.
Supposed to be okay. So I think it's important because it gives us a time to really have this conversation, to highlight why it's important. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just because, and of course we can go into statistics later of suicide rates and stuff, and depression in men. But I believe for those very reasons, this is why it's important, because there's a silent killer going on in regards to men dealing with their emotions and whatnot. So,
yeah. And I feel like, there's a stigma kind of that, women take better care of themselves, not even just mentally or just, but physically as well. And men just don't do that. You know what I mean? So why are men less likely to get mental health or just general health assistance, you think?
So one thing I will always talk about, like, as a peer, doing groups in the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail, and we will have groups with the men, and one thing we will always talk about is, and just have a conversation about, is how a lot of us, how the way we were raised has created this person or this man of who we kind of all are, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That most men don't talk about their feelings. We don't go get help. We don't ask for help. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, and this is not one shoe fits all, but if you look as very broad, a lot of men can identify with the fact that most of us were not pacified. What I mean by that is that, so I have a daughter, right? If something is wrong with her, you know what I'm saying, or she's crying, I'm hey, oh baby, what's going on? Oh, it's okay, okay. I mean, you still make fuss at them, but it's okay, okay. Daddy's here. Boys, you start to get treated differently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good point. Yeah,
it's almost like, what you crying for?
Right.
What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you might get punched in your chest. Depending on,
that starts from an early age. So yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of us have become this person or this man that does not know, because I was taught to suck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was the words that I was told, suck it up. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Deal with it. And so now I'm this grown man who should know, but I don't know because what I've curated in my life is just a pattern of sucking it up, but it's still there. And so my question is, when you suck it up, where does it go? It's still here.
Yeah.
And now it's just sitting there, and I don't know what to do with it until something brings it out, and then it erupts. And now you're looking like, well, what's wrong with him? What happened? That's because he's never learned how to process his emotions in an incremental stages, if you want to say, when he's offended, when he's not feeling it, or when he's not feeling good, or when whatever the case may be, is that he's learning how to process his emotions as he goes along in life. And so, and I can definitely relate to that because I grew up with 3 younger brothers, and being the only girl, if I fell down and got hurt, it's like, you good. But if they fell down and get hurt, you good, get up. Yeah. Like, you gonna be all right. Blood all over you. You gonna be all right.
Rub some dirt in it. You gonna be straight. And same thing with emotional, how to express your emotions. If I was upset or crying, my parents would tend more to what I had going on, but for them it's like, you good, you know what I mean? Yeah. So what kind of questions can people ask the men in their lives to make sure like they're doing well? And I'm just not talking about just like mental health, I'm just talking about overall health. Like, how's your tummy been feeling? I don't know, but like overall
how's your tummy, baby? you got that real? So, I think it's just that. Like you said, you may not be saying your tummy, but whatever it is, it's just being intentional about checking on people. And I think that's in general, men, women, kids, adults, period. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's just creating that culture where we are checking on each other, you know what I'm saying? So whether that's mom, dad, husband, wife, kids, like I said, it's just checking on. So even more so for men, because we are not usually the ones that are going to ask for help as much. So, and I'm not giving that as an excuse, but because you know that your man is like that, or your father is like that, or your husband, or brother, whoever he is, you definitely want to be more intentional about checking on him, you know what I'm saying? And even if he said, I'm cool, that's usually, those are the run-to words that most men do. We'll sit in the room, I'm good, I'm cool. No, I'm not good. I'm really not cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not getting enough sleep, okay? I ain't ate nothing today.
That's right. That's right. And but a lot of times, unless somebody really sits down, and I will say it definitely has to come from a place of sincerity too.
Right.
Not from a place that you're looking to have some words back, that you're really concerned and more concerned about creating a safe space for that man to sit there and talk about whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So,
And I think it's important that we start normalizing men getting help. So for me, I feel like we need to, tell them that it's okay.
That's right.
It's all right to go to the doctor and get a checkup. Check on your heart. It's cool. It's not not manly to go get your teeth checked out or whatever like that. So what else do you think that we could be doing? I mean, as a man, that your family could or your friends could be the question starters or the conversation starters to start normalizing getting help.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Once again, I think it's just as simple as just being intentional about asking. Like if it's something in regards to his physical health, and especially if you notice it. Like if you notice, okay, you seem a little more tired than you usually are, or something, whatever it is that you are indicators of possibly your physical health declining in some way, form, or fashion. Just ask them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, look, when was the last time you been to the doctor? Look, would you like me to make an appointment for you, or would you like me to come with you, or and a lot of times they might be, I'm good, I don't need that, because that's just how we are, you know what I'm saying? But and honestly, you can't force it, you know what I'm saying? But all you can do is suggest it, and like I said, and just really be there, you know what I'm saying? And just like, okay, well, look, if you change your mind or if you feel like it, look, just let me know. I don't mind even making an appointment for you. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, you need to go. Now, something wrong with you. Like, all you're going to do is get defensive.
Right.
And I think that's humans, period. Like, men ain't, like, we'll
anybody,
do it, you know what I'm saying? And so, but definitely because we got that pride, you know what I'm saying? And so we always want to feel like we're in control and I got this, and, and it's not out of control. And so, anyway, so for a man, I think is to realize that also in response to those things, when that family member or the spouse or whoever it is asks you about that, is to not get defensive or not get in your pride, and be okay with being vulnerable, because honestly that our strength is shown more in our weakness.
Right, and be honest.
Be very honest. You know what I'm saying? Which may take a little time to get there,
right.
depending on what the issue maybe, if there is, you know what I'm saying? And so sometimes it just depends once again on that person who's asking, and if they're really in sincerity about creating that safe space for that person to say that, no, I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like on the other end of that, you know, your husband or your whatever it is to you, I feel like you have to be non-judgmental. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can't scold them for feeling a certain way or having a certain issue or thinking that you got to be, like you said, sincere in what you're saying and the comfort that you're providing, because I feel like a lot of times with men, they don't really seek help until there's an issue. You know what I mean? Like until there's a visible, like, so say something going on with your heart, you won't go get it checked out until it's like, oh, unbearable pain or uncomfortable, like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like on the other end of that, you, like I said, you got to be non-judgmental and, you know, sincere in your help.
Yeah, and let me say this, and I might be moving ahead on something, but and I think even for men, like on that note, because that's good, and I think one thing about us is that we have to learn on our own, or with help, whatever it may be, we have to learn how to be more proactive, you know, and because like you said, a lot of times we're reactive, you know what I'm saying? So we wait till we're bleeding out of our skull.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, I'm bleeding, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a serious problem, I'm about to die. And so when all along I knew that there probably was something I should have checked out because I felt something one day, but it went away.
Yeah.
Or I just walked it out and like, oh, you know, I'm good. Like, no. And this is the thing, because, you know, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm not a woman. I don't know everything about a woman's body. But from my insight and just years of living and growing up with sisters and stuff like that. And so a lot of times what I've noticed is that women have more bodily reasons to, you know, go get checked up or go to the doctor, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And a lot of times because us as men may not have those things, it's like, okay, well, we just kind of like, oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I feel fine, so I'm good.
Right.
Or even I'm feeling something, oh, it'll go away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we already just don't have it. Like a lot of women already have the habit of taking care of yourself. Make sure you do this. You got to get this. Go see this. Like we don't really have those.
I mean, so, I feel like a lot of men like just chuck it up to being a man. Oh, my back hurt. It's just part of being a man. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, I want to transition a little bit. I'm going to read you this statistic, and I'm going to pull my phone out so that, you know, I'm very much correct. Yeah. So according to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, in 2020, the rate of suicide, men die by suicide 3.88 times more than women. To me, whenever I read this statistic, I was a little bit shocked, honestly, because whenever you think about suicide, you don't usually think about being a female. I mean, you don't think about it being a male because considering society's norms, it's normal for women to be more, you know, emotional or weaker, if you will, than men. So, and it says that white males accounted for 69.68% of the suicide deaths, and the rate of suicide is highest in middle-aged white men. So, with that being said, and with you being a husband, a father, son, etc., why do you think it's important for us as a community to push for men in our lives to get mental health help?
I mean, well, I think what you read is the reason alone. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, you know, a lot of men, we don't have that space sometimes, you know, and so that's why unfortunately, a lot of us get there by way of usually something bad happening, you know what I'm saying? So that whether that's going through addiction, some form of, incarceration, could be whatever it may be. And usually then we get connected with, oh, you got to go to this group and, all that kind of stuff now. But in those things, you start to learn the art, you know what I'm saying, of taking a self-evaluation, self-assessment, looking in the mirror, allowing yourself to be vulnerable with others in group process. You start to learn those things. Outside of that, a lot of us are not introduced to that in our homes, so we don't grow up with learning how to be vulnerable or knowing how to be vulnerable, or just say that, look, I'm not okay. Once again, we go back to, I was taught to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then when you look at most men, not all, but a lot of men have this burden of, as you're growing up, like what a man should be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so whenever you are falling short of that, and even in the smallest way, it can bring in a form of or some feelings of depression. You know what I'm saying? And so a feeling that I'm not living up to it, I'm not good enough. Dang, I can't work right now. I ain't got no job right now, or I'm struggling to pay the bills, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? Or I can't, whatever the can't is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will make you feel like I'm useless, you know what I'm saying? Because society, indirectly or directly, whatever, has taught me that this is the way that I'm supposed to be. Now, the thing is of course, it's no excuse, but at the end of the day, I think it's us as men also not putting that burden of perfection on ourselves, and realizing that you won't hit it all right, you know what I'm saying? So even like me right now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a husband, that means I'm responsible at our house. I pay bills, Cole pay bills, of course she carries some things, I carry some things, we parent, all these kinds of, and so I'm looking at it like, dang, man, sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm not doing enough, or I don't have enough, or I want to do this, but I can't do that right now. And so a lot of times it's bringing less pressure on yourself and realizing that, okay, look, are you doing all that you can right now?
Right.
I mean, I feel like I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you desire to do more, but are you doing something right now?
Right.
Are you? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. As long as you're doing, just continue to work, get better, you know what I'm saying? Create your goals, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
your steps to get there. Take the pressure off yourself. Like, you don't have to make 6 figures in one night, and pay all the bills and take your family on honeymoons and vacations, all this kind of stuff. But like, and so once again, I think in just general, a lot of men like just really have to start just taking the pressure off themselves by realizing that, you know what, I don't have to fit in this ideal box of what society or my parents or whoever said this is what you should be. Like, no, honestly, you can create what that looks like for you. You know what I'm saying? Your house, your whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, if you and your wife or whoever go 50-50, cool. Like, and if y'all are okay with that, be okay.
Right.
Because sometimes you can be watching social media and then they have somebody that, oh, you ain't doing all this, you ain't a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's on you and you whatever y'all decide. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And if y'all are okay with that, your wife or whoever's okay with that, cool, let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't listen to everybody. If that works for your house, that works for your house. You know what I'm saying? If that works for you, that works for you. You can define what makes you feel. And look, and if you're not okay with that, cool. Take the pressure off yourself, deal with this temporarily, and you continue to set your goals and work to get to that place to where you feel like, okay, I feel more fulfilled now because I can do more. But guess what? It's going to take time to get there. And it's okay to accept that, okay, this is just where I am right now. This is where I want to be. Cool. I'm going to just create my goals and my steps and just take the journey to get there. It's fine. But anyways,
So basically, self-reflect, figure out what works for you, you know what I mean? And make sure that your mental health is the top of your priority list, because I feel like, sometimes being a man, you say, oh, I got to make this, and this happen, and then the mental health fall away on the wayside. That's not how we should be. It should be at the top, because if you're not there strong, your mental health is not good, you can't provide for your family as you want to be, because you're not going to be you're not going to be there. You're not,
Definitely,
there's got other things going on that you're thinking about or worrying about or feeling down and stuff like that. So you can't really be the best you until you move that mental health up the priority list. Okay.
You got to. And let me do shit last thing with that. And it's like, and I'm thinking like more from a cultural standpoint. It's like, a lot of males that look like me, black and brown, and so it's like we are not always taught to embrace mental health.
Yeah.
Like I think nowadays, there's more of a progressive movement, within all cultures, and people are embracing it more than ever, saying? But years ago, it wasn't like that. And so when you look at certain communities, and definitely in the black community, well, mental health was, it was kind of shunned upon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything was more about a religion, you pray about it, or you just suck it up, what I'm saying, and just deal with it.
Don't be weak. Yeah.
It'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? You'll get through it, whatever the case may be. And so I feel like, a lot of us, from a cultural standpoint, also have to create it to be more of a norm to say, look, if something is wrong with your mental, go to the doctor and check it out. You know what I'm saying? As we've all heard before, we've heard people say, if something's wrong with your heart, you're going to see what? A cardiologist. If something's wrong with this, you're going to go see that doctor. There's people who specialize in helping you deal with what's going on up top. You know what I'm saying? And so if you are feeling some things or noticing yourself in a certain place, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like there are people out here who specialize and will help with that, and it doesn't make you crazy, because that's the one word that we were told more than anything, from once again in the black community, is that you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's far from being, no, you're a human being going through a human experience, you know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, it's okay to go get help. Depression is normal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people experience depression. Experience anxiety is a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? I think we have to normalize it. You know what I'm saying? Like we think like, oh, I'm a rare person. No. Everybody experiences it to some degree. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some people may experience it a little more heightened than others, but everybody is going through this human life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you're not exempt from feeling it, like you're going to do yourself a worse or a disservice about trying to stuff those emotions in and hide behind them and just man up and no, that's the way that I feel like we then enter into those statistic numbers and then begin to take our own lives. You know what I'm saying? And so instead of trying to deal with everything yourself, know that it's okay to ask for help, receive help, and it doesn't make you crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you do find out that, hey, look, okay, I have a diagnosis. Cool. Okay. Problem solved. That's like good. Now you can put a name to it. Now you can help to understand what's going on. You can find solutions, and then you can get to the end of this. And I won't say end, but you can journey now. You know what I'm saying? In a healthy way versus smoking, drinking, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So, anyway.
Absolutely. So for our men out there that's watching us at home right now, what are some tips that you can give for a man to continue to live an overall healthy and prosperous life? What can we do today, right now, to continue? I
probably should have wrote this down. I mean, for one, I would just say, as cliche as that sound, take better care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, what does that look like? Let's look at it from a holistic standpoint. So dealing with your body, we got to start exercising more. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't saying you got to work out every day, because that's most men. We think we got to go get in the gym and no, man. Look, just create a pattern in your life, week to week. If it's 1, 2, 3 days, whatever it is, start somewhere. Go walking. You know what I'm saying? If you like jogging, go jog. You like push-ups and stuff, do whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? But create some habit of taking care of your body by working out. Also eating, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that, especially right now, we're in South Louisiana, it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot. Yeah,
hot ain't the word.
People passing out here, you know what I'm saying? So, making sure you stay hydrated. But even when it's not hot, year round, because it's just good for your body. And so making sure you stay hydrated, eating good foods, all that kind of stuff, man. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. But we've been hearing this since elementary school. Eat your vegetables.
Please.
I'm about to say drink your milk. Please. Anyways, we ain't going to go there. Drink some water, okay? But anyways, so Make sure you take care of your physical health, your mental health, and even some of the physical parts weighs into that. What, like I said, we're working out and eating. A lot of that does play into your mental health as well. Now, I would rather somebody who's more qualified to really break that down.
Right. Yeah.
But just know that also plays a part in your mental health. But along with that, just know that it's okay to take care of yourself by going to journal. Talk to somebody, find a friend or a counselor or whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? And that's been made easier than ever, especially since the pandemic. You can do it from your phone with somebody that you've never met in your life that lives on the other side of the world if you just need to talk to somebody about things that you don't want to talk to nobody about.
Right.
It can happen, you know what I'm saying? And so, and also just be creative, you know what I'm saying? In doing things that you like to do or finding new things that you like to do. I don't know, maybe you like roller skating with a balloon in your hand. Whatever it is that makes you happy. Go roll in the grass. Go sit on a boat and fish. I don't know what it is for you, but find some things that you like to do, some outlets and things that are going to make you feel good about you, yourself, and life, because when you're good, then you're good for everybody else in your life. And so, and from a spiritual aspect, whatever you believe in, you know what I'm saying, whatever that looks like for you, you know what I'm saying, know the power of prayer, know the power of faith, know the power of words. That's a spiritual thing. Speak affirmations over yourself. A lot of times we're in our heads and thinking, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not a man. Like, no, you have to speak those things that are not as though they are. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying that right, I might be misquoting that. So forgive me if I am, but y'all know what I'm saying if y'all a Bible thumper, right? But I know what I was thinking, but I might have said it wrong. Anyways, but the point is, speak those things into existence, you know what I'm saying? So speak that, hey, look, I am a good husband. I am a good father. I am a good man. I can provide. I can't, like, you have to really build yourself up, you know what I'm saying? Because the more that you say it, the more that you continue to speak those things to yourself and practice it, the more you'll start to believe it eventually, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I think you got a little bit motivational speaker right there, huh? I feel like you was really speaking to him. I felt moved.
I hope so.
I felt.
I hope that camera ain't cut off.
Oh, Lord, believe.
But we gonna keep rolling. About to land that plane, I think. But yeah.
Oh yeah, we are. But thank you so much, Ivan. I think you gave the people watching some great tips. I think we had a great conversation. You know, men's health is important just as much as women's health. So get out there, be active, drink your water, and tune in next time to The Area. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.